Woohoo! Huh? Ah! Hey guys, this is Jim and welcome to episode 20, the big 2-0 of Manufactio, the Minecraft Modpack, inspired by Factorio. Hope you're well, guys. Hope you're good. Hope you're having a good week, or had a good week, or not. Well, actually, we hope, yes. It's all been good for you. Yes, quick update before we get going for the day. Our silos. Now, I did add in a coal one since the last episode. So our little coal setup over there, it's running again, but all our little fancy redstone over there is not being used now. I'm just feeding it through onto a belt, and it's coming all the way across here and joining onto the ores that we set up in the last episode there, and being stored here. So of the coal, we've now got 4,258 coal. That hasn't taken very long to get that much. That's pretty quick. Although we did have some backed up in a chest over there, so that's probably helped. I've got 6,600 iron ore. Ooh, that's looking good. 5,557 copper and 5,160 tin. Wow. Yes, so we are going to, later on today, we've got a few things to do first. We'll get that going into that. But there's a few things I want to do first. And again, before we start that, we did forget to check our tanks. So we did set these up last episode as well. They're slowly filling. If you remember how quickly this guy filled out of that guy, that was like super quick. But this is taking a little bit longer to do. So we've got a yellow something in there and another yellow something in there and another yellow something in there. I should probably make some signs, shouldn't I? So we know what's what. We should be able to trace it through anyway. So that's all. Oh dear. Oh dear. Here it is. Will we survive? Hi zombies. Oh hi silver fishes. There's a gate here somewhere. There's a gate. Oh I missed it. Missed it. So close. Close. I missed the gate. Whoops. Oh, running. Oh hi bug. Oh, 1 heart. Oh, we were so close. Those guys. Oh, he's stuck on the belt. We're dead. Oh, we nearly made it. Just got that at that gate. Oh, loots. Ooh. You know what? I wasn't going to do this, guys, but seeing we're here, speaking of loot, let's go down here and check this out. So, we've got tons of backed up stuff there, and stuff there. Is this still going? He's going? Oh, good. Yeah, loot. Right. Okay, I had to bring some of the loot bags up. So the legendaries, the militaries, and the artifacts. So these ones haven't been the best so far. The military are always good. So is that guy on? Just locked the hopper there. So click, and click. Do we get anything cool there? Ah, okay. Sort of military stuff. Nothing, no cool weapons or anything yet. Let's try all these legendaries. Did I miss one? No. We'll lock that again, and diamond. Torches. No torches in this base. No. Okay, yeah, nothing particularly special there. And as for these 2 artifact bags, well, we'll wait for that to empty. A broken shovel. Aha, very special, that one. There we go, and there we go. Anything cool? Just some boots. Nah, nothing. Nothing interesting at all, was it? Ah, well, that was a bust. Okay, and just before we start, finally, that death point over there, that is where our car is currently. Yes, so last episode we finished up over here, and so after that I drove back all the way across here. I was able to drive through the water, funnily enough. You just sort of go down and drive along the bottom of the creek or the river there without actually slowing down or anything. So I drove up and got around to about there and sillily, yes, that's a word, got out of the car and then got killed by a bug. So our car is sitting over there. Okay, let's start the episode. 4 minutes, 5 minutes in. What I'd like to do is do a couple of experiments. Now, we've had this stuff sort of sitting around that I've been meaning to play with for a few episodes now. We've got screens, we've got these calculator thingamajiggies, and we've got a few other bits and pieces that I'd like to experiment with. Now, one of the things I would like to do is to figure out if we can lock an inserter. I have had a play with that before to see if redstone would stop an inserter taking stuff from there, say, to there, and haven't had much success, but we'll have another go, and otherwise we'll see if there's a way around it. Yeah, so if we turn that on and just have that feed straight into the inserter, like that, so redstone doesn't seem to be able to affect it. There doesn't seem to be anything here to indicate that we can get it to be redstone controlled. We know what these are now. Picking up and dropping off, or dictionary, metadata, MBT, blacklist, whitelist. So it doesn't look like we can use redstone to turn it on and off. Okay, so what happens if we lock a hopper? Now, I'm assuming it'll put things into the hopper normally. Yes, okay, but what if we lock the hopper? Okay, that doesn't seem to be stopping him, does it? Okay. And just to double check that the lock is hopped, I'll put something in the dropper there and the hopper's not taking it. Okay. Okay, so we know that the bins here, we can just feed things directly in along the belts there like that. Now the question is, can we lock a bin with a redstone signal? Now that might be taking the functionality a bit far, but you never know. So if we turn that on there, will stuff now still go into the bin? Yeah, okay. Didn't think that was going to be a thing. Okay, so if we lock a belt like that, will that still put it onto the belt? Yes. Okay, how about this? If we lock a hopper from the input side into the inserter, will it still take things out of the hopper? Bing! Okay. Oh, you're making this difficult, Mr. Inserter. So the whole point of trying to figure out if we can stop the inserter taking things is for our various systems here where we want to distribute our stuff smartly. Yeah, now that maybe not the right word, but sensibly, by controlling when the inserter will take something from whatever is in front of it. And struggling to find a way at the moment. Now the junctions we've seen before, these are the guys that are redstone controlled. I was wondering that. So it does indirectly power the items around it too. So I gather if that redstone signal's on, this hopper is now locked as well. So I've got it feeding, feeding into the bin there, so it's locked as well if we give it a direct redstone signal on there. That's interesting in itself, handy to know. Does having a redstone wire going to the side of it do the same thing? It does. Okay. Research. Seeing we're experimenting with redstone and things. There's a redstone related one, redstone wire. So the redstone in wire form for more flexible redstone signals. So this is the immersive engineering redstone wire. I do want to unlock this so we can have a play with that as well. Wrong button. Okay, let's detect that. And claim that. Very cool. What else is that unlocked? Has that unlocked anything else in our things there? Anyway, no distractions. This is the one we want to do first. Okay, there we go to there. Now I've got to remember input, output. Output. Is it output into the wire, or I never remember with these guys. Okay, that looks good. Input into the wire, then output into the thing that you're turning on. Okay, good. So if we use the red wire to power the junction in here instead of just the normal redstone, does it still lock the things around it? Okay, click. It does. Okay, so it just behaves exactly like redstone. Fair enough. So here's a question: if this guy is geared towards outputting on this side because the redstone's over there, it's turned off at the moment. If that guy is locked, just him, will that guy still output to that side? Let's give him some junk. There he goes. He does. Okay. What about if there's a hopper that's locked? Will it still put things in the hopper? Whoop. Yes. Yes, it will. Well, I think the best way we're going to have to do this to keep things separated in our system. So say we've got iron coming in on this belt, and we need it for our red science up there. Then we just have it go into the belt and it'll go out to the red science. But if we then have something saying, well, we've got too much of something, just measuring something, we'll get to that, then we'll just turn on a signal and it'll turn that, and then the iron can just come back out. Maybe something like it sort of just feeds back in and comes onto the main belt or whatever we've got there, and we'll just do it that way. So I'll just switch these to the belts that ignore redstone. Now, we haven't been using fast belts much because they're quite expensive and we haven't really set up the crafting to do it yet, and we haven't really had the need to, but can we lock them? No, okay. Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay. I guess the junctions are really going to have to be the thing that control the flow of our items, I think, throughout our system there. Okay, screens and a screen controller. These are things that we unlocked a little while ago, but I think they're going to be useful for helping us with this part of the system, hopefully. So let's see, screen controller there. Before screens can work, they need to get power from this controller. Even a screen that has only modules that require no power will need to have a controller. One controller can power many screens as long as they are in range. So it says in range. Now, we don't know what in range means, or how close. Does it have to be touching the screen, or does it just have to be anywhere near it within a certain radius of it? That might be hopefully that'll be what we only need to do. Now, I did bring us a little power supply down here as well, so hopefully you can go directly onto the MV over there. Very good. We are over here, by the way. So our manual base area little thing down there with the power for that. Our chests are underneath us there. And when we did do our little exploring, I did manage to chop some trees down, so we do have some spare wood temporarily. Hence using the dark oak for this platform instead of the iron blocks there that we've got everywhere. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different. It's plain old dark oak, but yeah, something a bit different. Oh, okay, 0 connected screens. Rightio. So if we put a screen nowhere, got some dirt. I thought I had some dirt somewhere. Dirt. There we are. Good old dirt. So if we put a screen there. Okay. Ooh, your vision clears. Okay, let's get that out of our hand. README, sneak right click for GUI and insertion of modules. Use screen controller to power screens remotely. Sneak right click. Ooh, look at that. Brightness, font. Oh, okay. Very cool. So then if we do a scan, one's connected screens. Okay, so you now have power, hopefully. We've got GUI style. Oh, and a manual. Huh. Very good. What we do need to do, though, is make some of these cards. So there's a text screen card. Okay. We've just put that in. Right. Oh, there we go. Text. Oh, okay. Hello. There we go. Hello. Aha. Aha. Very good. Large. There we go. Hello. Ah, very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's take that one out. So we can do different types of modules there. So we've got about that. A fluid screen module. Sneak right click on a tank to set the target. Okay, so I've got a tank, some of the gasoline that we had there. So if I sneak click on that, fluid module is set to block metal barrel. Okay, so if we click him into there, 2640, and whaler there says 2640 as well. Okay, so fluid label, gasoline. Oops. Okay, but oh, look at all these options. Block. Wrong block, but yes, that's okay. Gasoline. Truncates the text, I gather. Yes, yes. Okay, very cool. That's a good start. And then there's also the energy modules and the item module. So I think for the item we needed a chest and the text card like that. There we go. Inventory screen module. So if we put that on that bin there and chuck that in as well. Oop, slot 1. Slot index to show. Ooh, okay, we'll have to figure that out. So it's showing the fluid one. Slot 1. Nope. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, it'd probably help if I put some items in there, wouldn't it? There we go. Okay, that's better. Right, and that'll be slot 0. I gather that's only got one slot. It's just a basic bin too, but that's good so that we can see then at 53 items. If I take those out, oh yeah, here's that issue again with the basic bins that sometimes I can't get the items out. So, oops, wrong spot. Oop, baggy spaggy. There we go, and I did it again. It's the slabs. It's throwing me. There we go. Okay, and then you place into the world, please. So does that go down? 45, 37. Okay, very cool. Very cool, very cool. Now we can use that to like monitor around the base. A lot of places we're just using bins of coal for powering a lot of our boilers. So that is useful. So if that takes that out, that goes away. Okay, so what happens if we put another bin in there? So instead of that one, and I've got it's got 4 slabs in it. There you go. I've got a coal one here, for example. If I break this, does that break the link then to the card inside it? So I've got 2048. Oh no. Okay, so it remembers the position. So even if we break it and replace it with a different bin, that's coming up. Ooh, that's going to be very handy. Okay, there's the energy one as well. So can we click you on you? Metal press. Okay, so we can see how much energy our metal press has got. In you go. 16,000. Okay, RF label. Metal. Hang on, wire metal press. There we go. Oh, okay, very cool. Wire metal press has got 16,000 FE. Cool. Well, now, the next hope is that eventually we can use this information somehow to control redstone. I don't think we can yet. We may have to unlock a few more things here, like we've got the screens there, remote monitoring, maybe this advanced monitoring may be something that we need to do to be able to do that. I don't know if we can, but I'm hoping that down the track we can. But it's going to need that and that. And that, blue science. Blue science. Are we ready for blue science? Not yet, not quite, not quite. Okay, calculators. Now, when I did my little fancy spreadsheet to do all the calculations for our green and red science over there, Golrith told me in the Discord channel that there's a crafting calculator. So we could have used this to figure out how many items you need for a recipe. So if we look at, I'll have to figure out how to use it now, won't I? Okay, I'm having a bit of a play. Haven't quite figured it out yet. But guess what? It's Sunday morning and I'm not focusing. About redstone playing was about the level of complexity I can deal with, I think, today. So we'll leave the calculator aside for now, the crafting calculator. This one just looks like a normal calculator, like 9 plus 1 equals 10. Yeah, so we'll come back to that when I'm concentrating a bit better. What a lovely sunrise. Alright, let's get this guy going, the crusher here. Now, we did get distracted by setting up all our diesel power, all that, getting all that tanked up and everything, getting all the items over here. But we'll take the diesel from over there, we'll build another diesel generator over here, near this guy, and we'll use that to power this. I don't know how much power it needs. I'll have to check if the quest book tells us, or if it's variable. It could be variable. I did check the configs if I remember rightly, and it didn't have a fixed value for it. So so we'll just have to wait and see. But we might set up a generator about here somewhere. Huh. Just I had a bin. I needed the dirt just for a bit of scaffolding. And that's not going to put the dirt down on the ground because that dirt's there. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that didn't take very long. I'm getting used to building these, I think. The problem is we've now got to get the diesel from over there to there. 44 pipes. I don't think that's going to quite be enough, is it? Okay, oil. And diesel. EL? EL, it's EL. Diesel. Gasoline. Don't rush. And lubricant. Whoops. Alright, I think it's all the way over, except for right here. So we just need to connect it, and then turn it on. We don't need pumps to get the fluid out, I'm hoping. Well, I think that's right when we read up about the tanks a couple of episodes ago. Okay, click. There we go. Hopefully now that's sending diesel all the way through to our generator. Oops, gotta fix those stairs. Right, are you getting diesel? Maybe? It doesn't need any power. Nothing needs power at the moment, so we'll just hook up the old oop, there we go. Oh, it powered briefly then, didn't it? Just to power that guy. Okay, power over to that guy. Okay, there we are. Wire going across except for the final wire there. Click and click. Whoop, he went briefly. Okay, that's good. So you've got power. According to JEI there, very good. Very good. Now, we do actually have to... Oh, there goes the pollution. Because we've got no other pollution up there. Oh, no. Right, how about we put some stuff in? Now, we should do just some checks with the inserters and things to make sure that we can insert the ore in and retrieve it out as well. So we'll just set up a little test environment for that. We're going to need to set up some floodlights, I think, over here. I was just wondering if we could get some ore for our test out of here, and clicking on it and things doesn't seem to help, so we might just need to do chuck a chest underneath temporarily, like that, and then we're going to give it a redstone signal. Oh, and that's not going to open now either, is it? Ooh, let there be light. So I just put up a floodlight here and put an LV connector on the generator there as well to power him. Yeah, okay, so if we just do that and then click. Okay, that's interesting too, just to see how many items that it takes out at a time, and it looks like just one, clearly. We only need, well, I was thinking just to use a stack for our test. Now that I picked that up, will that just drop on the ground? Nah. Okay, there you go. So will this input anywhere, or is it going to be a certain spot? I gather we're going to have to input into that, aren't we? Or into there? It looks like down the bottom there, I'd imagine that's going to be the output. So if we'll see if it puts it straight into a chest, but I'd imagine so. Given it's got no GUI, I reckon it'll spit it straight out into there. If we then do that, will it feed it into the top? Oh. Oh. Okay, it's making noises. Oh, it's putting it in one at a time. Ah, okay, so the inserter thinks it can only put one in at a time. Ah, interesting. Can we get around that with something else? Okay, I put a bit more iron in, so what if we just have the inserter put it on a belt? Will that feed it straight in there? It does. It just depends if it's going to get like a stacks buffer or something in there, and then it starts backing up on the belt. That's a possibility. We'll just have to check. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, if I put a stack upgrade or something on there, I don't think we've unlocked those, or no, I can't remember. We'll give it a bit and just see when it gets down a bit lower. Is it keeping up potentially? So he's putting 8 in at a time at the moment, and we're getting 2 2 pulverized iron there, because 1 ore will turn into 2. So yeah, we'll just have to see, I guess. And look, he's out now, and none did back up. Well, even if items do back up, they just won't despawn on the belts. But as we saw a little while ago with our coal system there, we could end up with lots and lots on there should that happen. But that seems to be coming through reasonably quick. Okay, well that's a good start. We can then look at feeding stuff from there to here. Now, will this guy feed directly onto a belt? I would assume so, given it's sort of immersive engineering related. And then click. Oh, but that locked that. Oh. Yeah, okay, we'll have to do the no redstone belts there. Yeah, okay, just ran a line from over there to over here. We got 2 bits of pulverized nickel as part of that, so it's a 2% chance when you pulverize the iron ore to get a little bit of nickel. That's not very much, is it? Alright, let's turn you on. Okay, ooh, ore's coming through. Yeah, okay, very cool. I was just wondering if it's faster than when it was going into the bin, but I don't think it is. See, with our redstone control, because we're sort of streaming so much through up to our little basic bin here, it'd be good if we could either like turn that off if this was like half full or something, or probably need to do something a bit fancier with this because we're using the belt as well. But I think something along those lines would be cool. But for now, he's running along nicely, which is awesome. Okay, and what we need to do next is hook this up back down to our smelting system, but that's going to have to wait, yes, for the next episode, because we're out of time. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Very informative, wasn't it, today's episode, doing a few experiments there. But we do have our crushing happening, which is awesome. Yes, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.